Let's take a look at what's happening in Karnataka just ahead of the bypolls on November 13. Now, the Shiggaon Bypoll has been necessitated by the resignation of the sitting BJP MLA Basavaraj Bommai, who was elected to the Lok Sabha from Haveri this year. Now, interestingly enough, the Congress party has been able to announce candidates for the three areas of the bypolls, that is for Sandur, Channapatna, and they have kept Shiggaon waiting. Now, the reason for this is because there seems to be two different strategies when it comes to it. The BJP had won this assembly seat, which falls under the Dharwad parliamentary constituency with a huge margin of nearly 36,000 votes in 2023 assembly polls. But in the parliamentary election, the BJP lagged behind by almost 8,598 votes against Congress in this assembly seat. So Shiggaon has had a Congress uptick in the last parliamentary elections. However, the candidature is caught up between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramiah, batting for candidates from two different communities. Now, this has resulted in kind of a stalemate within the Congress as to who the candidate should be for Shiggaon. My colleague Vajil, in fact, joins us with more details on this particular situation within the Congress. So, Congress seems to be having a Shiggaon conundrum, isn't it, Vaji?
Well, yes, Varghese, all this while we were concentrating on the Channapatna elections and the bypolls because of the Kumaraswamy and the indecisiveness of the NDA. But on the other hand, Shiggaon has been one other seat where the Congress has not been able to put a candidate. Yesterday, the Congress announced the names of their candidates, Annapurna from Sandur and CP Yogeshwar, who shifted from BJP to the Congress yesterday, was announced as the Channapatna candidate. But they were not able to give out a Shiggaon seat because Shiggaon has been in contention because the Chief Minister on one hand is pushing for a candidate from the minority community, Alampir Kadri, but the workers over there have also gone on to say that they will not work with the Congress if they give the seat to a minority person. On the other hand, DK Shivakumar has also been pushing for the daughter of Vinay Kulkarni. Vinay Kulkarni had held the seat before, but now they are concentrating on the fact that it should be given to the daughter of Vinay Kulkarni. And there is a stalemate between the Chief Minister and that because Vinay Kulkarni comes from the Lingayat community and DK Shivakumar believes it's more important to woo the Lingayat community, keeping in mind that the caste census is also at the backdrop and it could also be pushed in the cabinet and it should be somewhere or the other. The Lingayats are upset with the government with regards to the caste census. So it is time to make amends and push a Lingayat person in the Shivgami seat. So that is one contention that the Congress is happening, where the Chief Minister is backing for a candidate from the minority seat. And DK Shivakumar, on the other hand, is pushing for a candidate from the Lingayat community. Before this, when the names were sent to the High Command from the Congress, we've got to know this from our sources, especially, that when the name list was sent to the Congress leaders at the High Command about the leaders and the candidates in these three particular seats, the name of the minority community was not sent, and that upsetted the Chief Minister, and that is why yesterday when the announcement was supposed to happen, before that a fake letter had also come out where there were three names for that constituency, which was debunked immediately by the government saying that this is a fake document, because there was this contention, there was this internal rift between the two with regards to the seat. So now we'll have to wait and watch today how a decision will have to come by, because tomorrow is the last date of nomination and today the Congress will have to take a call on who they would be giving this seat. The rumor is that it most probably will be given to a Lingayat candidate, but the CM is also pushing for the minority candidate at that particular seat.
Well, it also shows that question about whose writ is actually running within the Congress in Karnataka, isn't it, Vaji? When we are looking at the CM, in fact, mostly looking at a Hinda vote base and probably from the understanding of the caste census report that he has, while DK Shivakumar is looking to have more entry into northern districts of Karnataka, which have been technically dominated by the BJP, and he sees some kind of a way to woo Lingaites, especially from the northern districts, and therefore it looks like his strategy is to ensure that the Lingaites are brought into the Congress fold, because he believes that the rest of them, the SC, ST, as well as the minorities forming the Hindu base, would anyway vote for the Congress. So it looks like two differing strategies and two differing mindsets also there at the moment, and this is technically about who is having their way within the Karnataka Congress, isn't it?
Well, yes, Varghese, this is where the stalemate is, and this is one of the important things that they will have to decide, because on one hand, you have the caste census at the backdrop of it, where the Lingayat community, the Virshaiva community, the Vokkaliga community also, which have a significant hold in both the north and the south, have come out and said that they are unhappy with this entire report, and they want another fresh report. And at the backdrop of this, when you have a discussion with regards to one particular seat where you have to give a ticket to a Ahinda person and you have to give a ticket to a person from the Lingayat community, that is where both these leaders are not able to come to a consensus. Now, the other thing is the Ahinda community has backed the chief minister with regards to the caste census. They have said that we've been waiting for this caste census from a very long time. So now it becomes incumbent on the Congress to take a decision with regards to who they have to woo, particularly in Karnataka. Is it the Lingayat community, or is it the Ahinda vote base that is there? This also plays up largely into the roles of both these leaders, because only the last leader, the last mass leader of the state is Siddaramiah as of now. The leaders before that have been Yediyurappa and the others, but the last in active politics is Siddaramiah, and DK Shivakumar. Though he's popular in Karnataka, he is not still considered as a mass leader, and he also needs to weigh into the North Karnataka belt, where he has to get in more popularity than what he already has. So he's also trying to push that to make sure that he also makes his position more comfortable in the Congress in Karnataka, where they will not have to choose anyone else other than him when it comes to choosing between Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister. So this is one of the conflicts that is taking place at the backdrop of the Shiggaon seat, Varghese.
Also, what about the role of Vinod Asuti? Because this particular seat, we did see the Congress having almost a rise of around 8,000 votes when it came to this particular constituency, when we look at the entire Dharwad parliamentary constituency. So, this particular constituency did see Vinod Asuti, in fact, making the dent for the BJP and, in fact, raising the prospects of Congress. Now, what about Asuti? Because Asuti is also kind of a claimant to this particular seat.
Well, there are many claimants to this particular seat. Even the wife of Vinay Kulkarni is one of them in this particular seat. Alamveer Qadri is one of them. And there are others in the fray. But right now, the decision has come between the two of them, either to give the seat to Vinay Kulkarni's daughter, or a seat should be given to the person from the minority community, which is Alamveer Qadri. The Muslim leaders within the Congress have pushed for the Muslim candidate. We've seen Salim Ahmed, the General Secretary of the KPCC, speak out. We've also seen a tweet that was put on by Zamir Ahmed with regards to this particular seat. So right now, if we talk about the contention, is between these two particular persons. From what we've heard from our sources, that most probably it's DK Shivakumar who's going to be able to pull this through and get his particular candidate in this seat. But we'll have to wait and watch, because in politics, anything can change at any time and any seat can go to anybody. So it's a wait and watch game as of now. But this is what the issue is within the Congress with regard to this particular seat, Varghese.